Thanks for buying Radio Shack's outgoing messages. We're sure you'll enjoy using them as much as we enjoy doing them for you. The voices on this tape have been specially prepared to get you more messages. And now here's how to use them to your best advantage. First, using any standard cassette player, listen to the Radio Shack outgoing messages and then choose one. Notice that 3 seconds before each voice, there is a cueing chime. The chime indicates that you have 3 seconds before Radio Shack's outgoing message starts. Then, in a quiet place, record Radio Shack's outgoing message from the cassette player's speaker into the microphone of the answering machine. You can personalize your message in several ways, either by inserting your voice before or after the Radio Shack outgoing messages. This way, people will know that they have reached you and not a wrong number. You can experiment with the distance between the cassette player's speaker and the answering machine's microphone for best results. A distance of 3 to 4 inches with a medium volume is recommended. Remember, Radio Shack's outgoing messages will work with all types of answering machines, single cassette or loop, regardless of the make or age of the machine. And your Radio Shack store offers a complete line of accessories for your telephone and your answering machine, including various lengths of endless loops and incoming cassettes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Radio Shack's outgoing messages.
Well, I'm not here now. I'm in Philadelphia, enticing small dogs and children into precarious situations. So leave your name, your number, and alcoholic preference. Thanks very much. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I can't answer the phone right now. I'm doing a little shopping around. So this device will transmit your message. It's not the message in your life that counts. It's the life in your message. Oh.
Well, Gracie, what do you think of the new answering machine?
Oh, George, it's wonderful, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I've talked for hours to that thing, but it never once answered me back. I think it's a very rude machine, George.
You've got a point. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
And you, leave your message when you hear the beep.
Oh, it's so nice of you to call. My friends are detained in the laboratory, but after I'm through with my experiments, if you leave your name and number, I'll have them return your call, although they might sound different.
I'll tell you, I don't get no respect. I've had this machine 2 years. Not one message. Hey, maybe you'll be the first. Look, leave me a message. I'll give you anything. My wife, the kids, the dog. I'll even throw in the machine. Please.
Well, you certainly got a lot of nerve. Who gave you this number? Never mind that. I'm not talking to you, and you're not talking to me. This is a machine talking. And for all I know, you may be a kumquat. So wait for the tone and say the secret word. You may win $100.
Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you here, but just one more question I gotta ask you. I mean, my wife is a big fan of yours. You know, I'd really appreciate it if you could just leave me your name and number here. Thank you very much. No, really, I appreciate that. I mean, you're a marvelous person. Thank you.
People who call people are the luckiest people in the world. You know why? Because this wonderful machine will record your voice, and I'll call you later. On a clear day, we could talk forever, you know?
Good evening. This is your old friend Alfred. Don't hang up. Leave your name and number, and we'll return your call after this brief interruption.
Wouldn't you just know it? It's always something. You call a person machine. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. A machine that'll record your voice. What's next? I'll tell you what's next. The beep.
Thanks for buying Radio Shack's outgoing messages. We're sure you'll enjoy using them as much as we enjoy doing them for you. The voices on this tape have been specially prepared to get you more messages. And now here's how to use them to your best advantage. First, using any standard cassette player, listen to the Radio Shack outgoing messages and then choose one. Notice that 3 seconds before each voice, there is a cueing chime. The chime indicates that you have 3 seconds before Radio Shack's outgoing message starts. Then, in a quiet place, record Radio Shack's outgoing message from the cassette player's speaker into the microphone of the answering machine. You can personalize your message in several ways, either by inserting your voice before or after the Radio Shack outgoing messages. This way, people will know that they have reached you and not a wrong number. You can experiment with the distance between the cassette player's speaker and the answering machine's microphone for best results. A distance of 3 to 4 inches with a medium volume is recommended. Remember, Radio Shack's outgoing messages will work with all types of answering machines, single cassette or loop, regardless of the make or age of the machine. And your Radio Shack store offers a complete line of accessories for your telephone and your answering machine, including various lengths of endless loops and incoming cassettes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Radio Shack's outgoing messages.
Hello, I'm Gal, the house computer. I will take your message just as soon as I'm finished with this intruder. There. Where were we? Oh yes, please, leave a message. Hello. If you are calling with something to sell, press 1 and hang up. If you are calling to collect donations for your worthy cause, press 2 and hang up. If you are calling with a once-in-a-lifetime offer from Ed McMahon, press 3 and hang up. The rest of the world should leave a message.
And you, sir, are you or are you not associated with people who do not answer their phones?
Sir, I am not.
But isn't it true you screen all your calls?
Senator, my client is unable to answer that question at this time.
Order! Order!
Please leave a message at the beep.
What have we got here, nurse?
Phone call. 2 rings, maybe 3. We don't know.
Pulse or tone phone?
Tone.
Are they still on the line?
We're hearing faint breathing, Doctor.
There's a chance then. We've got to try. Come on, you. Leave a message.
Hi, I can't talk right now. The dog is chewing the remote control.
Get him off the sofa. Smith passes to Johnson for 3. We're taking a beating, Sarge.
Tonight's winning lottery numbers are 1.
What would you like to do? Caller, hang up or leave a message.
Hello. You have engaged high-tech answering machine built in Russia. Please to take out paper and pencil. Write down name, number, and brief message. Put in mailbox. Machine is broken. Nostrovia.
Hello? Oh, darn it. Hang on. I'm coming. Hang on. Maybe you should leave a message.
Listen, this is not a good time to call. I'm right in the middle of... I can't talk right now! Leave a message!
Hi, you call it a bad time.
This phone machine of yours is an antique. I don't know if I can save it. Motor's so old, you sound like Elmer Fudd. And when's the last time you changed your message? The Nixon administration? Leave a message. That'll be $400.
The occupants of this dwelling are unable to speak to you. All messages are being forwarded to another galaxy. Leave your name, number, and the century you called. Your attempt to communicate will be returned as soon as humanly possible.
Shack's Musical Messages Comedy Edition.
Nobody's home. Nobody's home. If you will leave your name and number at the sound, I'll get right back to you as soon as I'm around. And if you do, my word is true, I'll get in touch with you.
How could I call if you don't leave your name? If I can't reach you, then who'd be to blame? The answer is waiting after the tone, and I'll call you as soon as I get home.
The phone, the final frontier. This is the voyage of your message, your 60-second mission to boldly say what has never been said before. Leave your name and message when you hear the proton beep.
When you hear the beat, here's what you do. If you want me to get right back to you, just leave your name and a message too, and I will get right back to you.
I get phone calls by the number, I get phone calls by the score, and now that you have called me up, you know I got one more. So after beep tone, leave your message, I need your number too, and you can be sure when I get home, I'll get right back to you. How would I know if you called on the phone? Your name and your number when you hear the tone. I will call when I'm home. Waiting for the beep tone. Gonna have to do it when you hear that tone. Gotta leave your name, gotta leave it at the tone. Gotta leave your number on my answer phone. Gonna have to do it when you hear that tone.
If we want to get back to you,
there is a thing that you have to do.
Please leave your name.
It's not such a sin, and you know we'll call you back as soon as we are in. Hey! Thank you for calling on my telephone. I hope you don't mind talking to the answer phone. Listen for the tone, you're not alone. I will call you back because I don't want you to moan. Just leave your message at the tone, at the tone. Leave your name and message on my answer phone. You leave your message at the beep tone, beep tone. You leave your message at the beep tone, beep tone. Won't you leave your name and number when you hear that beep tone?
You're entering another dimension, a dimension of sight, a dimension of sound, a dimension where nobody answers their telephone. Case in point, you think you're calling a friend. What you've actually done is bought a one-way ticket to the answering machine zone. After the beep, leave your name, number, and a brief message.
I'm glad you called, but I'm not home. But I'll be back before too long. You gotta seek your stuff and your number too. Now this is all you've got to do. Wait for the beep. You gotta leave your name, you gotta leave your number. Wait for the beep. You gotta leave it at the beep.
Nice hearing from you, sweetheart. Look, I know you don't like talking to these answering machines, but if you'd leave your name and number and a brief message after the beep, I'll be sure to get back to you. Or maybe not today or tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. Here's listening to you, kid.
Your name and number when you hear that sound. That is the only way I can be found. And I will promise I will call when I'm around. Your name and number when you hear that sound. Your name and number when you hear that sound. Your name and number when you hear that sound.
Let's listen.
Hello. We're celebrating a special occasion today and can't come to the phone. Please leave a message.
Happy birthday! Yeah, all right. Happy birthday!
Thank you for calling on this special occasion. Please leave your name and number and we will return your call.
Happy New Year from us to you. Please, leave us a message.
We're celebrating Valentine's Day and can't come to the phone. Please leave us a message.
Thank you for calling on this special occasion. Please leave a message and may the luck of the Irish be with you.
you for calling at this special time of the year. Please leave a message. Thanks for calling on this special day. Please leave a message.
Thanks for buying Radio Shack's Musical Messages Comedy Edition. We're sure you'll enjoy using them as much as we enjoy doing them for you. And now here's how to use them to your best advantage. First, using any standard cassette player, listen to the Radio Shack musical messages and then choose one. Notice that 3 seconds before each message, there is a cueing chime. The chime indicates that you have 3 seconds before Radio Shack's musical message starts. Then, in a quiet place, record Radio Shack's musical message from the cassette player speaker into the microphone of the answering machine. You can personalize your message several ways, either by inserting your voice before or after the Radio Shack musical messages. This way, people will know that they have reached you and not a wrong number. You can experiment with the distance between the cassette player speaker and the answering machine's microphone for best results. A distance of 3 to 4 inches with a medium volume is recommended. Remember, Radio Shack's musical messages will work with all types of answering machines, single cassette or loop, regardless of the make or age of the machine. And your Radio Shack store offers a complete line of accessories for your telephone and your answering machine, including various lengths of endless loops and incoming cassettes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Radio Shack's Musical Messages Comedy Edition.
No one's home, no one's home, no one's home, no one's home. I'm so sorry, but I can't answer the phone. But leave your name and number after the tone. I'll call you back when I get home. Ooh-wee-oo.
If I had known that you would telephone, you wouldn't have to leave your name and message at the tone. Wait for the beep tone, beep tone, beep tone. Wait for the beep, the beep, the beep. Wait for the beep, the beep, the beep. Wait for the beep tone, beep tone, beep tone. Wait for the beep, wait for the beep, wait for the beep, the beep, the beep.
Hello, this is the doctor. You know, my answering machine has all these hang-ups. Please, you must leave your name and number after the beep. My machine can take all these hang-ups. And please, wait for the beep.
Well, you know that I'm at the fiesta. I will call when I take a siesta. So when you hear the beep, then you besta. Leave your message when you hear the beep.
The beep, the beep, the beep. We're waiting to hear the beep. The beep, the beep, the beep. We're waiting to hear the beep.
The tone, leave your message at the tone, and I will call when I'm home.
This machine is filled with messages. One of them could be yours. Stay with us while we play
Leave your message!
You'll
be playing for a beautiful brand new return phone call, and it can be yours if you leave your name, number, and a brief message after the beep tone to win this fabulous prize. And thanks for playing. Leave your message.
Well, I may be gone, but my phone is on. You gotta leave a message, and before too long, you're gonna hear a sound, it's gonna come around, and that's the time you're gonna have to put it down. Just go on and on till your rap is done, and when I call you back, we're gonna have some fun. You better get in gear what I'm about to hear. Now do it, loud and clear.
We're out on the trail where the coyotes yell. Please leave a message at the tone.
I'm so sorry I missed your call, but I love to return them all. And after the tone, please talk on my phone and leave me a number to call.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, step right up. Step right this way. You can be a winner. That's right. Don't be shy. Leave your name and number. Leave a message. Don't be afraid to speak right up. You can be a winner. Step right this way.
I wish you would leave a message. I wish you would leave a message. I wish you would leave a message, and I'll get back to you.
Please take my advice.
Your name would be nice. I wish you would leave a message, and I'll get back to you.
Please leave a message at the tone, and when the year is through, we'll leave your name and number then, and we'll get right back to you.
Now let's listen to the messages. My fellow American, let me make this perfectly clear. I am not a crook. I'm here today recording these phone calls purely in the interest of national security. Please leave your message at the sound of the beep, and I swear this tape will not be erased. Trust me.
I got rhythm, I got music. I've got an answering machine who could ask for anything more. Leave your name and leave your number. We'll call back soon. Who could ask for anything more?
The phone always rings right in the middle of my catnap and scares me out of my 9 lives. So please, just leave your message at the sound of the tone. No time to be finicky. What's for din-din? Savory stew. Or maybe seafood platter. Ahoy!